The president has been naming some new heads of security agencies, or better still, we shall call it appointment of new security chiefs. And on your screen by now, you'd see from the presidency communication says that President John Dramani Mahama has appointed the following security service chiefs. First person will be Director General of the Ghana Prison Service, DDGP 3, Patience Bafor Bonnie. And the second will be Chief Fire Officer, DCFO Daniela Mausi Into Sapong. And the third one will be the Comptroller General of the Ghana Immigration Service, DCI Samuel Basintale Amadou, and signed and with the names of Felix Kwachi Ofosu, MP, spokesperson to the President, Minister for Government Communications, on your screen there. I'll take you to Parliament, where the minority is demanding the presence of Vice President Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman in the House on Tuesday to participate in a debate on the 2025 budget. Member of Parliament for Kankwe Central, Patrick Boama, commenting on the presentation of the business statement for next week, said that the Vice President's extensive experience in the education sector should reflect in government's economic and financial policy. Parliamentary Affairs correspondent will join me for more. Kweku, I'm not too sure how the majority responded to this, if they have already, but bring us an update.
Before that, Assistant Vice President will come to the floor of Parliament and debate any major government policy, for that matter, a budget statement. But if you look at the standing orders, persons who are allowed to come to Parliament to debate, to comment on matters, include the President, the Vice President, Ministers of State, and Members of Parliament. Any other person is referred to as a stranger and are not allowed to get into the debating chamber of Parliament. It is on this basis that Patrick Boama and his side, the minority, are asking that the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, appears in the House next week, Tuesday, when the debate on the budget starts, to debate the budget. The presentation was made on Tuesday. Ordinarily, the debate would have started the next Wednesday, but the House had to wait for tomorrow and Sunday as well as Monday to hold a post-budget workshop, this time around not outside Accra because of cost concerns, but inside the Chamber of Parliament itself. It will be held tomorrow, opening ceremony. MPs will be taking through the budget as has been presented and the key issues. And the minority say the Vice President must come and debate the presentation. So we have been hearing from Isaac Adongo, the chairman of the Finance Committee, who really believes that is complete nonsense, that the Vice President, Mahmoud Bawumia at the time, never came to Parliament to debate the budget and economic statement or any other policy matter for that matter. And they do not believe that the Vice President currently, Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, should be in the Parliament. He has other important matters to be taken care of at the NPP side, simply pushing political matters.
But for the standing orders, the women in Parliament, how were they taking this?
Well, a number of them were on their feet to catch the eye of the Speaker, to try and make some commentary on this. The Speaker eventually did not call them. He wanted to limit this to the leadership of the House. And then the matter of the IGP's dismissal also came up a little bit. And so ultimately, they did not speak to the female MPs who were on their feet to have a bite on this call by the minority for the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, to appear to debate the budget statement.
Parliament today. Anything else happening in Parliament today?
The matter having to do with the IGP's dismissal came up. The minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, says the presidency did not even thank IGP George Akufo-Dampare, former IGP, for his service to the country. This is an observation a lot of people have been making. When persons are dismissed from office and new persons appointed, the public release will usually read along the line, the president thanked the IGP for his service to the country and wished him well in his future endeavors. That is what normally are in letters when persons are dismissed and new persons appointed in their stead. The statement put out last night by Felix Kwache zoomed right in to announce the replacement in the person of COP Yohonu, who has now been sworn in as the new IGP. It did not say anything about the former IGP and what exactly his role will be in the future. Is he going to stay in the police service? Is he going to be reassigned? These are some of the concerns that the minority leader raised on the floor. Currently, the roads minister is answering questions that have been filed by MPs across the country on the poor states of the road in their conference.
Right, Kweku, thank you so much. When that is done, you definitely will bring us updates. Thank you. But by way of information, we may have heard that the president in today's speech at the swearing in of the new IGP did indeed thank the former IGP for his outstanding performance in the country. But away